Welcome back. DRG is in some hot water.
Yeah.
He has lost last 2 games in his best of 5.
He's a lobster dropped in a pot. Can he claw his way out?
I don't know. I think he's got those rubber bands on his claws.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You better get the scissor upgrade.
I think lobsters have the scissor upgrade. That's their claws. They just have tape around them. If you had scissors with tape around them, it's the same problem.
Well, oh, that's true, yeah.
He needs to get like the Reaper booster pack and get out of that.
Well, he needs the tape off his claws, basically.
Skitter across the ground and go back into the ocean.
What I want to see is, like, we all think Innovation's going to win this game, and then suddenly a claw breaks through the pot. He's like, I thought there was rubber bands on those. And then the pot just breaks open and hot water everywhere, and Innovation's feet are burned, and the lobster comes after him.
That's why you never cook in sandals. All right. In the bottom left, playing perfectly so far, our Terran player. He is.
Innovation.
In the bottom right, in the red, he needs to turn this around.
DongRaeGu.
DRG. Or Derg, as some call him.
Dirigible.
Dirigibles. Dangerous.
All right. Is that shish
Some
kebab?
support. That is, yeah, that is, I believe,
A couple
potato
mushrooms
and
on
some
it.
mushrooms. That's
Wow.
for you. You can eat that, Artosis.
I would
That's
love
a
to eat that,
vegetarian
in fact.
shish kebab right there.
Potatoes have feelings, tasteless. You're a potato, for instance.
We do feel Artosis.
Yeah. You also have
Artosis, you know,
eyes.
with my personality, I'm really a sweet potato.
Whoa! No, you're a regular potato. Sweet potatoes are healthy.
Oh, man. Well,
You're yamming it up over here, tasteless.
the way I always think about you when it comes to vegetables and fruits is you're just like a pear with legs, is the way I view you, Artosis.
No arms or anything.
No
just
arms,
legs.
yeah.
I just run around like I'm
A pear with a little headset attached to the top.
Yeah. That's the piece that kept me on the vine.
Now here's the question. What kind of fruit and or vegetable is Wolf? That's a tough
Celery.
one.
He's celery.
He's celery?
For certain, he's celery.
Celery. Okay, hold on, let me think.
He's like very stringy when you eat him. If you don't have peanut butter,
low on
you
calories.
don't really, you know. He smells like celery in real life. No one at home can know if that's true or not.
No, we can say all sorts of weird stuff. No one can. Well, he can't be stopped right now, I'm afraid. We have the SCV moving around here, and so far, Terran has not scouted him. Zerg's, in fact, in the bottom right. He's going to see that with this Overlord coming in there. It's a Reaper build here.
Yeah. Notice DRG took that front base.
Not really
It's
surprised,
that
by
big
the
deal.
way, that Innovation's just doing a build like this. I think at this point in time, Innovation's concluded that he's basically a better player than DRG, and therefore doesn't need to take any risks. In fact, he just needs to play as safe and check the map as much as possible, and he should win.
Yeah, and it's a pretty fair assessment. Like, DRG just is not looking as good as Innovation in this series so far. In fact, like, you know, in some ways, he doesn't look as good as some players he beats. Like, if you look at certain aspects of the game, he didn't look as good as Flash, but then he, like, kind of outsmarted him.
Like a lot of damage he's doing to these drones, man.
Yeah,
Those
and he
other
actually
lings?
killed 2 lings, so this Reaper is actually very
Oh my
effective.
God!
He's going to get a drone.
Nope,
he's not.
barely
Of course
did.
he's not.
Of course
Oh,
he's
I'm
not.
so silly.
This is TVZ with top players, and nothing ever dies here.
Well, he killed 2 lings.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
In fact, he's going to get a 3rd ling, isn't he?
No.
No. I'm so silly. Sometimes I just like to have fun, you know, let loose, be a goof. Sometimes that's just, you know, that's what it says in my profile.
That's what it says on your Match.com
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah,
Sometimes I like to let loose, be a goof.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, I want to act like the Reaper could kill a drone. And she's like, oh, that's too goofy for me. I need a serious man.
Yeah, that's
it's time to settle down.
No third base yet for Zerg, but it should be coming up here shortly.
It's a good thing. Because I guess it spoils me. Sometimes if you watch, like, some of the more amateur players play, you'll see, like, 2 or 3 drones die.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, damn, now you're way
It gets
behind.
a little bit more epic, you know, whereas this, it's like...
It's a little bit more nail biting.
It reminds me of
this is almost comedy at this point because it's like
there was one time where like the one gate Goon Rush and Brood War was really scary for Terran until like Terran's basically solved exactly how many SCVs to bring down and everything, and by then it was the same thing as this where it just
you would damage a couple SCVs, make you repair the depot a little bit, and then I'd chase your goons away. They lose their shields in like 1 hit point.
Yeah, and then the game goes on.
Yeah,
you maybe lose like 2 hits on your Marine or something. But
yeah.
So the command center now is going to finish up.
Hey, he's got the 3 Reapers again, by the way.
Yep. Was that Innovation that we saw do that, or was that actually Cure that did that? I think that was actually Cure.
I think you're right about that, yeah, for sure. Anyways, he is putting some really good pressure on. Stim on the way, as you said.
So we were talking about, you're saying I'm a potato, you're a pear with legs. Wolf is a celery stick. Okay, now here's the question. Then what is Todd?
Todd?
Yeah.
A banana. This is the easiest question I ever heard in my whole life.
Okay, Todd's a banana.
Yeah. You know what Moonglade is?
What?
A kiwi!
Ah! Ah! Every guy in New Zealand's like, no, he's not. All right, we have more Hellions coming up now. And he's doing a good job of applying pressure here. Again, very orthodox build here from Innovation. This is your just straight up standard TVZ opener. Use this on the ladder. Use this in a tournament. You'll be fine.
It's like
oh my God!
Oh, some nice
transfuses.
A few more Hellions than maybe you're used to seeing, but
okay. What's Apollo if he's a fruit or a vegetable?
Apollo?
I think he's like a pomegranate or something.
He's not that complicated. He's grapes.
Apollo's grapes?
Maybe. Could be a cantaloupe. He's definitely not a cantaloupe.
Oh, yeah. He's a cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take cantaloupe. Apollo's a cantaloupe.
Yeah.
What's Rotterdam?
Oh, that's a really... He's a starfruit,
He's a coconut.
He's a little coconutty, that's for
coconut.
Sure. I was thinking starfruit, though.
Starfruit? That's not a bad one, either. Well, guys, this game has been a bit passive here. We just had Terran applying pressure. He's trying to reduce the drone count. They're
getting into
the
macro phase.
Yeah, we're going to get to where this really picks up.
Notice that DRG is trying to spread creep upwards on that high ground. He really, really badly wants to... oh, he gets a queen. Nice.
Yeah, very good. And in fact, he's going to get a second one with this next volley.
Oh,
wow.
Just barely not.
That's like our 5th misplay, or miscast of the...
well, the thing is you don't really lose anything except if you go off creep like that. But yeah, I mean, he's still DRG's lost very little this game, even though this harassment has looked very scary.
Don't do it, DRG. 16 more links coming up here. Baneling speed being upgraded. 1-1 about halfway done here for Terran. So Zerg's actually going to have the upgrade lead here.
Now, look at the way that DRG has altered his play for this game. I really like this a lot, okay? He got some extra queens because he knows he needs the creep spread up over that 4th base very quickly. He's also gotten his Baneling speed a lot quicker than he did in other games. Well, actually, in Game 1, he got it pretty quickly, but he got this much quicker than in Game 2. And I really like that because he needs the speed banes very badly to make sure he can hold on to his 4th base.
And I think if he actually deflects this next Terran attack and gets the 4th base up, DRG should be in really good shape to secure a lead in the late game here.
Yeah. I really want to see some spores of that back natural, by the way.
Let's also keep an eye out for the Larvin checks here from DRG because that's one of the things that killed him last time is it looked like he was fine, he was going to hang on, and then he had no larva.
Yeah, that can happen during those battles sometimes where you miss like 1 or 2 injects or something, and it's like really hard to...
Oh, wow, he's actually going to dart right down here.
2 spores already. I like that a lot.
Oh, this is a great spot to drop, though, actually.
Yeah, that's very
He can even kite these medevacs back a little bit. Look at this. Think I'm impressed with you, Zerg?
Medevacs actually look like kites a little bit with that green light going down.
Yeah. They would make for very good kites.
Yeah.
Blizzard Merchandising should get on that, actually.
Yeah, medevac kites.
Yeah.
There's green light string. I don't know how you do that. I don't know if we have that technology yet, but...
Glow in the dark string, I think we have that.
No way. All right, the speed banes do come up.
Innovation starting to push through here. Notice the minor supply lead. Well, as I say that, they both jump up. Okay, yeah, still minor supply lead here for Innovation. Now, I don't believe he's actually going to go for the 4th base unless they get in some weird situation and said, okay, here we go.
Yeah,
he's
he
going
wants
to drop
to kill
into
this
the expansion back here. This is a much more attackable location.
There's a couple spores. It looks like he was making maybe a spine there as well, but it's not ready.
Between Lings and Banelings, actually, he can hold this pretty well.
Yeah, he needs his
Terran can.
Bangs.
He needs to get the Banelings over here. Okay, he actually lets him get through that hole.
That is the biggest killing field of Zerglings I've ever seen right there. Oh my god. They were running through single file at Hellbats. But, okay, so he holds that. That wasn't that much damage done to him, really.
No, I actually thought he was going to move his army a little bit further forward and just try to do a little bit more damage, like clog up the actual holes with the infantry.
Yeah,
But,
actually, that would have made the Banelings a little bit less effective.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's a fine move if he backs out as well. That's a tough call because we can see everything and they can't, so he might be like, I don't know how much is here. Now we have Terran pushing forward here. That drop may come back into the main there.
Oh, some good Widowmine connections, but actually the Banelings get what they need to get as well. So he holds on for now, but look at this. The creep has been pushed back. The 4th base has good creep, but he's taking the creep off of the high ground there. He's taking a lot of it out of the front of the
Is Zerg going to just counter here? Because there's nothing here in the main, or in the back door natural. I assumed there have been turrets there the whole time, but there actually weren't at all.
Yeah,
But
nice.
this is probably the best response here for Terran. With Mutas out, if he can kill the spine and just get into a good spot behind that extractor and those mineral patches, he can kill off like endless amounts of units.
Yep.
So the Mutas are going to have to turn around now. That'll allow turrets to be built over here. Now, can he maybe get this hatchery? That's something else to keep in mind. There's the positioning I was talking about.
Well, he wants to catch these medevacs. Oh, and he actually is getting them.
Oh my God, I can't believe he saved that one. That was so close.
You know, here's the thing. He keeps making 2 spores and a spine. I think he needs to make like 1 more spore if he doesn't want to be dropped there, but I think he might be like, okay, every time you drop here, I'm just going to try to react very quickly and get it to be more efficient for me.
You know, pushing for Terran through the bottom part of the map and dropping at that bottom base, that's not hard for Mutas to be in those 2 places at once.
No, it's not.
If he just really stays on top of it.
As the Muta flies, it's not very far at all.
And it's very quick, too. I mean, he can actually just get right over there and shut it down.
That's what happens when it's not far.
Yeah, and it flies.
That's
and it's
right,
fast, yeah. We connected the dots there. We're 2 Sherlocks.
That's right. You're the Sherlock Holmes to my Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. What's his? Yeah, John Watson. Neither of us are John Watson here.
No.
We have another push coming up here.
The world is full of John Watsons, Stacey. There's only 2 Sherlock Holmes.
We have this push coming up. You know, I got to say, DRG probably has a better chance of hanging on throughout this game than the other games we've seen.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job in this macro game.
But there's innovation again. He's very good at just doing the harass and getting back out. He's got those Mutas chasing him. Meanwhile, this big push is coming up here. He can set up the Widow Mines in a pretty nice position.
He has 12 Widow Mines right now, Tasis.
Now notice the Mutas are coming back down now. They're going to meet up with this, and their drop is still there in the upper right.
Oh, he's got to be careful about these Widow Mines. Oh my God, he's just all over them. And,
oh man, that's a lot of beans.
The Zerglings, I guess, take most of them, but ooh, when he gets off creep, really good splitting there by innovation.
Does he have enough Mutas here? It's a pretty unbelievable amount of Mutas, but there are reinforcements coming up here now.
Yeah, the reinforcements now, plus those Widow
we
Mines
have no more Banelings making. We have 48 Zerglings making.
Oh,
the drop up here comes.
That's kind of rough, Tasteless. You know, he still has the same upgrades as innovation, both at 2-2, so that's good.
He still has 14 Mutas. The problem is that without the Banelings here, the Marines and the Widow Mines together are just too scary.
Yeah, this is really, really hard to hold at this point. Those Widow Mines dealing even more damage. It looks like he may clean this up, though, with those Mutas. But
barely.
The thing is, he's losing Mutas during this. And you can't be losing your Mutas. It's so hard to replace them.
Okay, we have 11 Mutas now. He's getting closer to these Widow Mines here.
God, just no Banes whatsoever.
He just barely has enough flings every time he attacks this that it's pushing him back.
Yeah.
But it is so just barely. Like every battle's a bit of a nail biter.
Yeah, I feel like it might just slightly be going in Innovation's favor each and every time they attack.
I think we're slowly seeing DRG fall apart here, but very, very gradually. Okay, now here is that moment. Just Marines here. The Muta's now just taking too much damage. They can even be targeted down. Actually, it looks like he's not going to target them down. He's actually just having Marines attack whatever. But
if he could just get Innovation off his back for like 1 minute, maybe he can rally back here.
How many medevacs are killed off back there? I want to say he's actually lost a pretty big number. There's still a lot out, but...
Well,
okay, he's going to keep pushing forward now.
Does run forward with these Mutas once again.
Wow, you know what? Props to DRG. He's actually pushing this all the way back.
He is for now, but it continues to come forward. I'm really scared about this Mutalist count, Tasteless. Like, oh, we actually have +3 attack now for Innovation. He's going to have +3 armor soon, too. And that's where it gets even harder than what it has been.
Yeah, well, the Lings are much less worthwhile.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you see these battles happening. There's like 4 Lings coming in there with the Mutas, but it's just enough to draw Marine fire.
Yeah.
While the Mutas take out just enough Marines to where it can snowball into the Zerg's favor, and they get pushed back. to where Innovation just barely gets enough more Marines to come in there that DRG backs up, gets a few more Lings and a few more Mutas and starts to push him back. But yeah, with that upgrade count, that's going to change everything.
Yeah, it certainly is. I don't know if he can do that again, what we just saw from him, to be honest. He's down 20 supply right now in Army. Innovation's taking his 4th base. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Actually didn't go as badly as it could have, I guess, but still, that was well done. That was a cool drop. I like that.
It's going to be 4 base against 4 base now. Innovation has secured the far left position, as we see right over here.
Yeah.
Now let's see if Zerg actually counter attacks that.
I don't think he has time. I think if he goes across the map, it might be hard. But he's actually starting to, and it looks like Innovation wants to save it.
This is actually a really good move here, because if he drops over here with these Mutas and Zergling's attacking this base, and look, Innovation's already deflected this. Each of these games actually fairly similar, I'd say. They're just every time it's like Innovation is just barely putting on enough pressure and enough of the right locations that DRG can't quite get anything done. Keep in mind, DRG will eventually have to go up to a 5th base. There's no real convenient location.
Yeah.
I guess he would have to take the upper right, maybe even that location, that in the upper right starting location, the backdoor expansion there.
He's barely been treading water, whereas Innovation continues to move forward. Innovation continues to get upgrades. He continues to expand, whereas DRG, he's running out of mining. He's not getting more upgrades really well. He's finally just now starting, but that's like so late.
This game is kind of like one of those zombie infestations here, where in this case Innovation is the zombies. Like, they're kind of holding off the zombies. They've boarded up the door. They
These zombies don't just run. They have stim pack.
Yeah, they looted the ammunition store and stuff, and they have the food. But eventually, there's just too many zombies, and they get in the mall, and everybody dies.
Well, that's this up here is the mall, I think.
Yeah,
because
this is the
push
mall
looks
right
so
here.
Scary.
Yeah, they're hiding in the back of Gap
wow.
Kids right now, trying to survive this. But this is just too many. And look at that. That's where the Mutas start to fall apart. And look at them disappear oh so quickly. He lands a mule, as even Innovation now knows, okay, I've got it. This is mine. I'm going to the round of 4.
That's right. DRG playing a very nice game this time, but unfortunately, this will not be enough. You know what? A round of 8 is pretty damn sick for the only player that got into Code S that isn't a part of Kespa, or was a part of Kespa.
GG. Innovation wins 3-0. Sick. Innovation's going to go on to face off against Cure.
That's going to be an insanely
I really look forward to that.
TBT.
We don't have enough TBTs anymore. It's the matchup we've now cast the least as far as last 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hardly any TBTs. What better TBT could you ask for than that? DRG probably pretty beat up about that loss, but look, Innovation just played better.
Yeah.
He was just more on top in those engagements. He was making sure to juggle the right tasks at the right times.
Really, he looked like the monster that he is and has been and probably will continue to be. But he has to go up against his new doppelganger kind of Cure. Someone top of the ladder.
I like how you put
coming
that,
in like a badass,
Cure
just
is
like
the
Innovation
doppelganger
did.
here.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty tough for him. I think that's going to be an amazing match, as you said, though. And you know what that means is we have a Terran going to the finals.
Yes.
That has been decided. So now we have a Terran going up against Rain in the finals.
Can't complain about that. And I think
awesome.
Actually this TBT is going to be sick.
Oh, it's going to be really good.
It's going to be really
good.
good. Here are the results. A clean sweep here. Innovation crushing DRG.
Yeah, pretty badass.
He'll be moving on to the round of 4. We have half of the round of 4 set. 2 Terrans moved on today.
That's right. Pretty exciting stuff. Of course, join us on Friday, guys, to see the other half of the round of 8 and the other half of the round of 4, who it'll be.
I cannot wait to cast on Friday. Just so you guys know, it's Wednesday here, so 48 hours from now we'll be back on.
Well, we'll be ending the show 48 hours from now, so.
We'll be back at 44 hours from now.
Yeah. There you go, 44 hours.
So, we're going to have Innovation
versus Kira, but that's next week. On Friday, Zest versus Rain and Stats versus Sue.
It's going to be so sick.
KT versus SK on both sides.
Yeah.
For now, Rain's almost out of
Zest
there.
against Rain, a very exciting match. I don't know who's going to win there. It's really tough to say.
Zest versus Rain?
Well, you know,
let me give you a spoiler. It's Rain. And everyone's like, oh, Zest just won Kespa Cup. He won so many PvPs against SOS and Hero and Classic. Yeah, but this is Rain. He's going, you silly guys in the chat. I swear to God. You guys get me every time.
We'll have to see. I think Rain's not a bad bet. Zest is really good, though.
Yeah, he's like the second best player in the whole world. Unfortunately, he has to play the best player in the round of 8. That sucks.
Guys, don't miss out on all the other WCS events that are going on all over the globe.
Oh, that's a sick one. Look at this. TLO, Yoda, Sen, and Vortex. That is an awesome set of players right there.
Definitely check that out. I think this is still the best GSL we've had to date.
I think it'll continue to be.
The games have been so good.
Yeah, I think that this round of 8 so far has been a little bit one-sided, unfortunately, but that happens sometimes. You have to have some one-sided matches.
Well, we kind of hoped for DRG and Innovation to be a little bit better, but, I mean, you saw how well Innovation played. He's going to be pretty tough to beat going in here.
Well, him and Cure.
Cure versus Innovation, who do you think wins? I'm still leaning towards Innovation. But
I think Innovation's a good bet, but I feel like Cure's going to make it to the finals.
Really?
Yeah, and I want Cure versus Reign so badly. I want it.
That would be good.
I want it.
Guys, that does it for today. Thank you so much for joining us here at the GSL Code S. Join us Friday. That'll be 44 hours from now. We love you guys. Take care. Good night.